This is your handover video on the Elddis Affinity 482. So we'll start off at the front. You have your alcove hitch and stabiliser. Stabiliser up, handle up, do you hear the click? Table in, handle is down, stabiliser locks into place. So to release, stabiliser up and pops out the table. Breaker cable fitted, jockey wheel, handbrake, 13-pin plug which does your exterior lights and 12 volts of the fridge if your car is wired up correctly. And obviously as we go around the van you'll see all the lights working. Here in your gas locker you have two spaces for two 6 kg propane or butane gas bottles, and you have a bulkhead regulator fitted to the van. You also have an ATC, obviously it's just an Alco Extra, and obviously when connected to the car you'll hear it go through its cycle like so, until it either goes green or flashing green. Around here we have your whale water inlet, obviously into the aqua, push in like so, slot it into place. You have your battery locker with your 230 mains inlet, isolation key for power switch mover, battery box and strap to secure the battery, and your clamps either side. We have your two wastewater outlets. We have your toilet cassette filler cap and water cassette where you can empty it. So when that's full, all the lights working. Now inside the van. Now inside the van you have your main control buttons on the side. So this one here is your master. Then you have your awning light like so. And then we have obviously internal lights, and you can do them individually as well. On here we have your water pump button. So obviously first of all you want to make sure that your isolation water switch is down in the horizontal position like so. Then obviously once it's down you can turn the switch on, and obviously you can start running water through your taps. Obviously just want to switch from hot to cold to get all the air out of the system, and obviously once all the air is out of the system, out of obviously the kitchen sink and then bathroom sink like so, and then shower as well, just so you can see it all working as well. And obviously once it's running, the light will show up like so, and once it's not, the light will go off, so that will mean it's calibrated. Here we have your volts, so obviously it tells you how much volt you've got in the van. And then above here we have your Audi 320. So you press the power button to get it on. Obviously then you've got your button here to say you've got mains, degrees in the van, and obviously that is circulating around the van. Menu, got your internal temperature, water on hot and boost, electric on 1, 2 or 3, or gas or both. Obviously they recommend this is your main consumer unit, so obviously you've got your main RCD and you've got 3 MCBs and obviously what they do underneath like so, and the RCD just strips the whole van completely, and then you've got all your 12 volt fuses and obviously labelled next to them what they are for. They recommend every time you go onto a new site, obviously, or you just connect your 230 mains in, just press the test button just to make sure your RCD is tripping as it should. Here we have your Thetford Aspire gas and electric oven. So obviously here we have your electric hob, which you do 1 to 6. Once it's on you'll see a red light like so, and obviously with your gas hobs all you'd have to do is just push that in like so while pressing the igniter, and the same for the hob, the same for the hobs and the grill and the oven. Now you have a Dometic fridge fitted, so obviously you power it on like so, and obviously once on electric, obviously because we're on mains, you've got all blue, so obviously that means it is obviously connected to the mains and it is working as it should. You also have gas and battery. Obviously gas, when you press it you'll hear the fridge ticking, and obviously once it's lit it will stay solid blue like so. If it goes to fail it will look a bit like this. Obviously your warning light will come on. When you're on gas and this appears and you've got all your gas connected as correctly, obviously just press this button here. It acts basically as a reset button and it tries again. Obviously with battery it will only work when connected to the car, and will only, obviously if your car is wired up correctly, and it will only maintain the temperature already which is in the fridge. Then to turn off, hold power button like so, and that turns off the fridge. In the bathroom we have your Thetford toilet. So obviously once you've done what you need to do and you're ready to flush, you press here like so, and obviously that pours your liquid into the toilet, and then you've got your little flap here which opens the trap door, empties it into your cassette, which you can close again, and the cassette will only come out when the flap is closed. Also fitted to the van you have an alarm fitted, so what you want to do is press 1 for activate, and when it beeps twice disactivate. And obviously above my head here we have a PIR, so obviously it detects any movement in the van which will then set the alarm off. You have 2 sets of keys with 2 key fobs on it for the alarm, so that's fine. Also before we test your motor mover we have your warranty cover sheet, obviously what our warranty covers, and then highlighted in orange what we do not. So obviously feel free to have a read through that. And winterization, basically just how to correctly winterize your caravan, obviously to stop any frost damage. The van will be winterized when it leaves us, just so it is done, and obviously then this is left in the van, so obviously when you do come to use it and winterize the van, you can winterize it like it says on the sheet. So on the van you have a power touch motor mover fitted to the van. So first of all you want to go down to your battery locker. Inside your battery locker you have a red isolation key which you push in and turn clockwise. Then on the controller you hold the 2 ring buttons to power on, and obviously because you have an auto fitted you hold the middle and you hold the arrows like so, which engage the wheel, disengage, and obviously on both sides your mover will start to engage while your handset is going through its cycle. Once it is finished doing its cycle, you'll hear its last little sequence, like so, and the controller will stay solid green. Now you can release the handbrake because the mover is engaged. The wheels, and obviously wherever you want to go, forwards, backwards, front to me again, and obviously vice versa. Once finished, always apply the handbrake first, then obviously to disengage hold the centre button and the arrow facing away from the wheel, and that will start to disengage the motor. Once finished, hold the 2 power buttons like so to turn off the controller, and then turn your key anti-clockwise. Thank you.